In this section, we are talking about the intersection between a straight line and a circle. If you still remember what we mentioned before, for an intercept point of two straight lines, we just need to handle the simultaneous equation. For example, this is y equal to 2. This is x equal to y plus 4. And then if we want to focus on the intercept point, one of the features of this point is lie on this line, which means that the point here fulfill the first requirement. At the same time, it's also lie on the straight line here, so it's also fulfill this requirement. So it's fulfill the first requirement, at the same time fulfill the second requirement. Then we can solve a simultaneous equation by any method we learned. So maybe it is x is equal to y replaced by 2. We know x is equal to 6 here, and y equal to 2. So this point, it is 6, 2. That's how we get the point of intersection. This one are exactly the same. Any point line on circle will fulfill the circle equation requirement. Any line on this straight line will fulfill the straight line requirement. We are talking about the intercept point, that means fulfill both requirements at the same time. That's why at intersection point, I use bracket S is because maybe there is only one intercept point, maybe there are two intersection points, or maybe even there is no intersection point. But I assume there is first. So we have x squared plus y squared minus 4x plus 2y equal to 0. And the straight line, we have 2x minus y minus 10 equal to 0. It's because the existence of x squared. So if we just simply subtract them or add them together, it's impossible for us to remove the terms. That's why we are going to rewrite the straight line and make one of the unknown be our subject. That means 2x minus y minus 10 equals 0. We make y be the subject. Y can be expressed as 2x minus 10. Therefore, we consider the first equation, that means the circle equation again. We can't solve it. It's because x and y, two types of things, exist at the same time. Now we can rewrite y in terms of x. And y is expressed as 2x minus 10. Even though this equation is a little bit long and complicated, but only x be the only unknown. That's why this is a quadratic equation that we know how to solve. Then you just evaluate it carefully. This bracket, if you are not familiarized with the calculation, maybe you can copy it down in your draft and then handle it like this by yourself. It takes some time. Or if you remember identity, you can apply identity immediately. A squared minus 2ab plus b squared. The first item 2x, the second item 10. So I have 4x squared minus 40x plus 100. If you have lots of practice before, maybe you can write it down directly. So plus 4x squared minus 40x and then plus 100. And then we have minus 4x. Usually we write in the second row, minus 4x. The last term we have positive 4x and minus 20. So I write here, positive 4x minus 20 with only one equal sign. This three row is one row of the equations. But this format makes us easy to find out the like terms, and it's become 5x squared minus 40x plus 80 equal to 0. Then you can use your calculator, or you may factorize them, both sides divided by 5 to make the number smaller. Then I find this is x minus 4 bracket squared equal to 0. So in this case, we only have one unknown. We have x equal to 4, which is a repeated root. So in this case, the straight line is just touch the circle with 1 point. But this is not accurate. The x coordinate should be 4, so it should be at right hand side. But anyway, To get the point of intersection, just x coordinate is not enough. We also need to calculate the y coordinates. Y is equal to 2x minus 10. So y is equal to negative 2. The point is 4, negative 2. Because we asked you about the coordinates of the point, so you need to give us the full coordinate. Just tell me x and y is not enough. That's how we get part A. I'm now going to demonstrate part B within a very short time. Again, part B at intercept point. We have x squared plus y squared plus 2x minus 6y minus 3 equals 0. Fulfill this requirement. At the same time, fulfill the straight line requirement. Tidy up the straight line, we have x equal to 5y minus 3. So, going to replace x in terms of y. X replaced by 5y minus 3. Therefore, we have 25y squared minus 30y plus 9. And then we have plus y squared. This term we have 10y minus 6, positive 10y, negative 6. We have negative 6y, negative 3 equal to 0. 26y squared minus 26y plus 0 equal to 0. So we factorize it, both sides divided by 26. Y squared minus y equal to 0, and y times y minus 1 equal to 0. Something times something equal to 0, which implies the first factor may be 0. If not, then another factor will equal to 0. That's why y may equal to 0 or y equal to 1. It totally makes sense that when we consider a circle and a straight line, there is two intercept points. So it's totally fine to have two results here. Then for each result here, we have to get the corresponding value of x. That's why x is equal to 5 times 0 minus 3. In this case, x is equal to negative 3. So one of the point is negative 3, 0. And the second case, when y equal to 1, then x is equal to 5 times 1 minus 3. X equal to 2. So another point is 2, 1. Therefore, don't forget to answer the question. You have to give a write down clearly. The point of intersection are negative 3, 0. And also another point 2, 1. To handle this kind of simultaneous equation, you need a strong computational skills and you have to get used to it. So your practice is very important.